Welcome to your heels, ankle, and foot conditioning practice. We're going to start just by laying on our back with our legs up the wall. And you can just welcome some movement into your feet and ankles if you want. Maybe close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and just settle in here for a moment. Legs up the wall is a really restorative posture. It provides some constriction in your hips, and your lower back experiences some nice decompression. So feel free to just chill out here whenever you like, for however long you like. But this is how I enjoy beginning our foot and ankle conditioning practice. We'll stay here for just a moment longer. Perhaps rock your head from side to side to just open up your collarbones and give your neck a little gentle wake up movement. And we're going to begin. So let's start by doing heel taps to the booty. Drop your heels down twice, lengthen your legs straight up to the ceiling, and really just let your feet go. Let the weight of your legs drop in and kicking your heels into the backs of your thighs. This is waking up those hamstrings. And we'll just continue to do this with a nice long stretch towards the end, lengthening through the hamstrings, moving into our ankle circles. So let's just begin by rotating outwards towards your pinky toe. We'll do a series of these moving outwards. Really articulating all of the movement. And then we'll begin to move inwards towards our big toes. So we're waking up those larger muscles like the hamstrings, the quads, and the glutes. And then we're getting into those finer muscles and joints in the ankle. So after we have rotated externally and internally, we're going to then move into some articulation in the feet. So what we'll do is we will flex our feet and point them back and forth, really moving through every portion of your foot, flexing the ankles as far as you can, and then pointing the toes to their maximum capacity. And when you're pointing, think of pointing your feet rather than your toes. And then you can drop back into some booty bops with your heels just to kind of release the work that you've been putting in, give your muscles a break. Shake it out real nice. That feels good too. I'm sure your ankles are starting to feel a little bit of a burn by now. So, all right, let's get into it. We'll get into our Barbie toes. So flex the foot all the way and then press the ball of your toe to the ceiling, very much like a Barbie doll would be on our tippy toes. And then from there, gently and slowly raise your toes to the ceiling. We're not thinking about pointing our toes so much as we are lengthening them all the way up. This is working on the articulation in our metatarsals. Metatarsals are our toes and the bones and ligaments that are in that top part of our foot, the ball of our foot. So we'll go through a series of those. And then once we've completed that, we're going to move into toe crunches. So we'll get there in a moment, but toe crunches, I want you to focus on separating the toes as much as you can wide, like you'd be separating your hand to do to show all 5 fingers, and then crunching the toes in as far as you can, very ugly. I say ugly in the nicest way, but we really want to work on articulating all the movements that our feet and toes have. After you have crunched the toes all the way in, you can release them and point them with the whole foot and drop back into those heel to booty bounces. We'll do a small series of those. I'm sure your feet and ankles are starting to make some noise as far as expressing their discomfort or work and effort they're putting in. But we've just got one more exercise to do, and that is our ABCs. So with both of your feet up and capital letters, we're going to be drawing A through Z, the alphabet, with our feet. Try to use as much as your ankle as you can. I'm really bending my knees a lot in this because, if I'm being honest, like I'm feeling the burn. So it's perfectly okay if your legs aren't 100% straight and I have a little bit of bend in there. That's all right. You can see my face is scrunching up too, which is any indication of how much of a workout this is for our ankles. But when we get to the end, just go ahead and really shake it all out. I really took advantage of that. Lots of heel to booty bounces, one big stretch, and then pull your knees in close to your chest and give your lower back a nice little massage.